As most of you know me, here with Darnell Davis, national recording artist from the Remnant, and then also he's been a local artist in Minneapolis for a long time. He's done a lot of traveling. Here with him today. Thank you for doing this interview with me today. I'm honored. Tell me what's going on. What have you been working on?
Remnant's been. We put out a record last year, 2013. I'm sorry, 2014. March of 2014.
Right.
And so that's on RCA, so that was cool. We signed with RCA in 2013. So,
congratulations.
Yeah. So we put out the record 2014. It's called Moving Forward. Since then, we've been nominated for a Dove Award.
Nice.
We're nominated for a Stellar Award, which is in March of this year. So we'll be going. So hopefully we take that, bring that home, whatever. We're also just in the process of taking songs and putting them on the shelf for a new project that probably won't be released till maybe next year sometime, something like that. So yeah, we're just moving, doing a lot. Yeah. We just did Bobby Jones. So
saw that.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Bobby Jones was cool. It's a lot of sitting and waiting. But it wasn't my first time for me for Bobby Jones.
Correct.
For my group, it was their first time, and just for them to get to experience that, it was a great deal.
Awesome. So this isn't your first go around on the music scene. You've performed with the Excelsior and Minneapolis Gospel Sound, written for Ricky Dillard. So how would you say this go around is different from your previous groups that you've worked with before?
Well, the difference in this go around is that it's my group. Previously it was, I'm writing for someone else, or I was producing for someone else, or I was playing for someone else, or I was a part of somebody else's vision. This is actually my vision, my baby. And to experience all these things with my baby, that's the difference from this one. I sat and really kind of took time to develop the sound, handpicked all the singers, and now we're getting acknowledged, and getting the credit, and people are starting to see and know who we are.
Right.
So that's the difference this time. It's my own thing.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. So the Remnant formed right around, it was 06, was it?
06, yep, 06.
Take us through the journey of the Remnant. Tell us your story, your journey. What has really helped you? How have you grown?
Yeah. This is our 11th year of being together. We celebrate in April. That'll be our anniversary. Matured in many ways. The sound has matured. The look has matured. We've gone from a local group to a national group.
Right.
There are other things that begin to branch out as a result of that. I just started doing like a Friday night service once a month. One Friday night, Friday night a month. We started out with 6 singers originally. Right. It was 6 singers in my basement, and we just were recording songs, just songs that I had, shopping them to other people, just to kind of listen to and say, hey, what do you think? You want to record it? And so we just decided to make it a group.
Okay.
We started out with that, and the rest is history.
Right.
Just kind of took off. Started out our first record we did, which was Songs of the Remnant. We did that, and
for those of you who didn't listen to that, that was probably one of my favorite albums I've ever listened to. One of my favorites.
Yeah, so we did that record, and we actually released it 3 times.
Yep.
Because we put it out, we had one. It was like our first run, so we had like this green cover. It was really ugly.
Yeah.
We did that. But then we kind of came back and we redid it. But then we had a guy came, his name was Rich Leone. And Rich owned the studio, FS Studios, where we recorded at.
Right.
And he was like, I want to invest. And so he took it and then we re-released it again for a third time, but this time we did a DVD, we did a video, we did everything. And we put that out. That gained a lot of attention from actually a friend of mine named Torrance Glenn, who works for BET.
Okay.
And he asked me if I wanted to feature the CD on BET. And so we did, of course, so we did that, and that kind of gained more attention. And, as time went on, we just, things just began to expand. We actually recorded a song with Wayman Tisdale, who used to play basketball.
Yep.
He passed away now, but we did a song with him. And we did a lot of recording for a lot of different people over the course of time, just doing background vocals for Ann Nesby.
Yep.
We did stuff for her. Everybody's mindset and goal is the same. And so with that, it causes us to keep moving, and sometimes the bumps and the rough parts, it helps build you to who you are. Correct. And so, we keep moving, and we're here today doing what we do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Take me into personal growth of Darnell Davis.
Okay.
Personal growth. So, from when you started as a musician, here actually at Emmanuel, to now. Give me some stops along your personal journey. What have been moments that have defined Darnell Davis? What have been moments that have defined the vision that you created and now that you're seeing manifested in front of your own eyes?
Well, when I first started, I started out playing organ at 10 years old here in Emmanuel. Literally sat down on the organ and just started playing. The very organ.
Yeah.
When I got about 16 years old, a friend of mine he had a friend who had a studio, and they asked me to come and, if I wanted to learn how to work in the studio and produce and all that. So that was the beginning of writing and production. While that was going on, I was also traveling and playing with Minneapolis Gospel Sound.
Yep.
My godfather, J.Cupid, he was over it. And we were writing songs, so he was developing, my writing and the production and my, and playing because, I didn't know anything about notes or scales. I just knew how to play. I played by ear, so I didn't know any of that. And he would teach me, scales. He would teach me notes, chords, changes. So he was very influential in that, along with Reggie Johnson, who was my band teacher in high school.
Okay.
And back then in high school, I used to. I wasn't like the best in high school. I wasn't the best student in high school, but he was one who helped, change my focus and my goal in high school. And there was a situation where one young man got killed in school, and he pulled me in the office, in his office in school. He was like, "Look, you got a gift, and you really should use it, and if not, you're gonna end up in one or two places, jail or dead." And he kept me in there for at least 3 hours in his office, just talking to me, and that changed my life. And to this day, I'm very. That's one moment in life that I always remember. But then another defining moment of growth for me was with Excelsior. I was a part of Excelsior for 13 years, and we were just. We were just playing, just doing, singing around. We traveled, here and there. But then we started doing recordings. And I remember Excelsior did their first recording with MGS, Minneapolis Gospel Sound. They did their first recording with them in '94, and I was a part of it. But MGS was the one who pretty much headed it. But Bobby Champion came and was like, "I want to do another CD, but I want you to produce it."
Okay.
And I was like, "Cool." Well, so we did that, and over time, we put out two CDs that I produced along with Brian Kinney. And we got the attention of Verity Records.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they actually heard the song or heard of Excelsior from a song that I wrote for Niecy.
And it's My Time.
No, it was called Heaven.
Heaven. Okay.
It's called Heaven. And so they heard the song, they heard the choir. It was like, who's the choir? And then we told them, and we we actually were working with Wayne and Tisdale doing that. I was working with them doing that during that time. And so that's how they heard it. They were like, we want to sign. And so, the rest is history. And that kind of was another defining moment of growth for me. But then also, too, going from playing, writing, and producing to actually being the front person.
Yeah.
That right there was a very scary moment. Because, I was just used to playing and doing the writing and being in the background. I was cool with it, but, you have to step out.
Right,
if you're going to be the lead person, you got to step out and do it. And so, I did that, and that's what I do. To the point now, I don't really even play that much with the group. I do more of the production stuff and writing, but I don't even play that much with
the Yeah, I've noticed that. You since Darnell has, since the Remnant, Darnell created the Remnant, I remember, like he said, he was always on the organ every time we were at a concert. Since the Remnant, I've only seen Darnell at a concert on the organ, maybe 2 or 3 songs. The rest of it is more him in front of everybody, really dictating the service and leading the flow and really ushering the people into the presence of God. And I applaud you on that, because you have a really good gift at doing that, really ushering God's people into the presence. And now, your last project is called Moving Forward, and that's kind of been the theme for you. I feel like over the last 2-3 years is moving forward. Moving forward, what's your vision? What do you see the Remnant doing in the next, maybe, let's say 2-3 years? Let's not go too far ahead.
Well, the theme moving forward just came from just like personal events in life that happen, and just things that happen. Life can hit you in many different ways, and you can either choose to stay down or you can choose to get up and move.
Absolutely.
And so, I've just made the choice to get up and keep moving, and that's where it came from. The Bible says,
just encourage your neighbor, tell your neighbor, change your situation.
Absolutely. Higher call. So that means that, things that happen in life, you look at them and you look at it as a thing to say, like, look where I came from, but you just keep moving. You keep moving forward. Some things you don't look back at.
Right.
Some things you just like, I'm just gonna keep going.
Right. Absolutely.
It's a new day. It's a new thing. It's a new season. And that's just kind of where I am. So, I'm just moving forward in that. I'm walking forward in that. In my call, and all that stuff. So I eventually want to. I have a production company, MVP Productions, and I would like to take certain ones and do some projects on them, become a label at some point with some distribution, and do that. Because of course, writing, producing is my thing.
Right.
So to do that, but then also a hub for singers, musicians, writers, all that. We do. I take some of the singers and come together and we write. Write songs, because I want them in the industry. The thing about the industry is, it's not being the front person you making your money.
Right.
That's not where you make the money. It's behind the scenes in the writing and the production. And so I want them to be able to benefit and reap that.
Right.
So getting a check quarterly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Minneapolis. You're from here. This is your home. This is home to a lot of us. And what a lot of people don't know about Minneapolis is it's home to a lot of great talent, a lot of great artists. So I would say, what would be your biggest piece of advice for any up-and-coming artists that might be a little bit discouraged, but still passionate about music, still passionate about writing and producing?
Just keep doing it. There's going to be moments of frustration. There's going to be moments of times where you're tired. There's going to be moments of times when you want to quit. But the key is to keep going, keep developing, keep practicing. As long as you do that, as long as you keep doing it, it will eventually happen. I've had many times where I've sat at the keyboard and frustration came and it's like, I'm not hearing it. my advice is just to, continue to do it, continue to develop your gift, your craft, but then also, for those who have groups, remain a group. But first, before you try to be like a group or organized, learn to be a family. The remnant is like a family.
Absolutely.
I mean, after rehearsal, we go eat. We sit and talk, we laugh, we joke, we have our own way of communicating. It's like it's a family. And when you have that family bond, people, if they see it, it comes across when you perform. It comes across when you write. So I just say be a family and keep going, No matter what, people will try to keep you in one place. What you know to do that.
Stay tuned. So this is Darnell Davis again, national recording artist for the Remnant, and signed with RCA now. Stay tuned on Sunday. They're going to be conducting a tribute to Andre Crouch, legendary artist in the gospel industry. There's going to be a lot of local talent, Darnell included, Tanya Hughes, James Greer and Company. I think is David Hurst singing? David Hurst will be there.
Sound of Blackness.
Billy Steele. So y'all stay tuned for that. We're gonna be covering that event too. We'll give you footage from that on Monday. But again, this is J.Cupid here again with Darnell Davis, and this is the Morning Macchiato.